All right, what's going on YouTube? This is BoxingWave. Welcome to the channel. There's a lot of new subscribers here. I just finished doing the live coverage of the Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz rematch. All right. Look, I have a lot of things I want to say about this fight here. All right. Congratulations to Anthony Joshua. First of all, okay. Not many people thought you were gonna win this fight. I actually did a breakdown earlier this week, received a lot of comments basically saying Andy Ruiz is just too far advanced as a boxer. His boxing IQ, his technical ability, whatever. AJ was just a quitter, that he would give up, this, that, and the third. Wasn't that good as a boxer. He's always been underrated, overrated. I've saw a lot of comments, and it got to a point where I started thinking, and people love the breakdown. People always love the breakdown. They might not agree, but they'll love the breakdown. But I actually felt like I was making a bad choice because it was so many people against AJ. All right, it's been so many people against him since he lost the fight, and this really just shows and proves that we going into 2020. This is why fighters are afraid to take risk. Okay, he could have fought an easier tune-up, especially for a replacement. He could have fought a much easier fighter, but he fought a top fighter. He fought a fighter that people thought that has the better IQ and all that stuff. He fought a very good fighter as a replacement with short notice and everything, and he was able. He lost the fight, but he needed the loss. Like I said in the live coverage I did, he needed to get his ass kicked. He needed that, because there's no other way you're gonna change what's wrong with what you're doing in every fight. There's no other way to change it if you keep winning. If you keep winning, you're just going to roll with what's working for you. You need to get beat up in order for you to understand. The one criticism I had about AJ all this time was that certain interviews that he did, he seemed to be a little bit delusional. He seemed to still be underestimating his opponent. You know, uh, I was one to believe that, yeah, I picked AJ to win on points here. Uh, but one thing I didn't think is where he would. I knew he was gonna move a lot more. I knew he was gonna. Everybody's calling my phone. I knew he was gonna move a lot more. I knew he was gonna make adjustments, but I didn't think he would do it in a way that he did. He looked like a completely different fighter. A lot of people were saying that he wasn't gonna be able to change that much within one training camp. Having all these changes in camp, doing all this moving and stuff like that, it wasn't going to be enough, including myself. I thought that he was going to do well, but I thought he would at some point get tired from doing all that moving. This guy was jumping around in the 12th round like it was the first round. The guy was fighting as if he could go another 12 rounds. Sometimes you just need to get your ass whipped for you to wake the hell up. Get off all, shave all these bulky muscles. You know, you look like a different fighter. You look like a completely different fighter in there. And you kept your composure. You was winning. You took a few risks in that fight, which scared me a little bit because I'm like, I didn't want you to get pieced up too much. But you took a few risks and you were confident and you did your thing. You landed a big shots. People might say, a couple of haters might be like, you ran the whole fight. You didn't run the whole fight. You didn't run at all. You moved, but you kept throwing punches. I saw right hands landing. I saw heads getting popped back. You didn't run. You moved and you attacked. It was a great performance. It made me more of a believer of Anthony Joshua. You could be at the very bottom. Dudes kicked you while you was down, over stomped you out in the street, and you came back and you dominated. I give Andy Ruiz 2 rounds tops. 2 rounds tops, if that. Dominated. Was able to cut him, hurt him. You did your thing. So salute to AJ. Andy Ruiz. My one question is, did you gain the weight because it was part of the plan to gain weight? Or did you gain weight because you wasn't prepared? In that post-fight interview, he said something about, he didn't train the right way or whatever. Was it the wrong way, or you just wasn't prepared. Because a lot of people question that. He was out partying, he was buying this, buying that, doing this, that, and the third. Was you just still munching every day? Or was you trying to come in heavy because that was part of your game plan? What was it? That's the only question I have with Andy Ruiz. He still has a lot of potential. Never thought he could beat Wilder or Fury, but still a lot of potential. Still one of the best heavyweights out there. But you need to cut that weight, dog. You need to cut that weight. There's no way you should be coming at 283. You need to be down at least to like 250. You didn't look fast here. You look frustrated. You look like you wanted to give up before, midway through the fight. You look like you wanted to give up. I understand you was frustrated. You was fighting a guy, but that was out, boxing you and everything. But I wanted to see more fight in Andy Ruiz. Now, I predicted this fight to go to a decision, and I predicted that this fight was going to be a different vibe. Like, I knew that this fight was going to be similar to Mayweather Maidana 2. I kept saying that. This is going to be the Mayweather Maidana 2, where Joshua is just going to outpoint Ruiz soundly, but it's not going to be as entertaining. And it was that. It wasn't as entertaining as the first fight, but it wasn't bad neither. All right, I want to see Andy Ruiz bounce back, but I want to see him look like he didn't settle for the money. You know what I'm saying? Is a trilogy possible? Yeah, down the line. I don't want to see a trilogy back to back to back. I want to see a trilogy. I want some space in between. Because right now, the way that fight looked, it looked like Andy should have never won. And I'm gonna sit down on my statement. I said Joshua lost because of the mistake he made in that third round. He was trying to get his opponent out of here instead of trying to strategically win the fight. He was trying to get him out of here to impress New Yorkers, impress the Wilder fans and all of this stuff. Wilder had just knocked out Brazil 2 weeks prior. He was trying to impress those people. Nah, Andy Ruiz, you got to work on him. You can't just go in there and knock him out. He's not that type of fighter. He's not that type of fighter. You're not going to get him out of here in one round. You crazy? Did you see his fight with Joseph Parker? Are you crazy? That's what Joshua did. He paid for it. But he needed that. And it's probably better now that that happened, because now the Wilder and the Fury and all these other fights that's in the heavyweight division makes more sense. People will give you more of a chance of winning those fights now, because now you corrected your errors. And you did it in one camp. Most people said you couldn't do it. You did it. You did it in one camp. So you just need to keep on working. And I said in the breakdown, what do you need to do? Even in defeat, keep on working what you're doing. So you won. You proved to everyone that you look different. Obviously, you look different. You was boxing different. Keep doing what you're doing. You have power. You have boxing ability. But now you can move. You light on your feet. You're athletic. No slow, bulky muscles. I was just watching the Carlos Takam fight, random, the other day. I was like, damn, this guy was mad slow in this fight. You know why? Because he was so heavy. I think that was the heaviest he ever was. So I just wanted to watch it and compare. You look like shit on that night compared to the way you did tonight. And I'm talking a lot because I was one of the few that stood by him. And I wasn't one of the guys that wanted to blame on you, getting knocked out in spar and all that stuff. No, you messed up in that first fight. You overlooked your opponent because he's short and he's fat, and you want to impress the New Yorkers and all the basketball players and actors and movie stars. You want to impress them, and you failed because of it. So now you're back and you're better than ever. That's the best I've ever seen AJ. I've seen AJ knock a lot of guys out, but that is the best AJ I've ever seen. That is the best AJ. I'm waiting. I can't wait until these guys unify next year. Win or lose, at least I know in my mind, even if you were to lose to a Wilder or Fury, at least I know in my mind that you are at your best. People think that you're 30 years old and couldn't switch it up. Well, you proved them wrong. And all you can do now is keep improving. Stay shape. I bring up Sean Porter. Stay fit. Sean Porter, big guy, middleweight. If he's not keeping his weight down, but he stays fit outside of the outside of the camps. AJ, you got to keep that weight down. We want you on the 240. We want you slim. We want you bouncing around and moving. We want you boxing like that because that's the way you are. You have power now and you have the ability. You proved that. So let's keep it at that. Stay focused. That's it. Because we want you to keep. Even if you lose in the future, at least we know you're at your best. We don't want you to lose and say, oh, he wasn't at your best. Looking at Andy Ruiz at fight. Now we know you weren't at your best. Now we know you weren't. But now we know what you could be at your full potential. You proved that tonight. Very good. Shout out to the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. People love the commentary. I'll do more. The live thing was never really my thing, but it's starting to be. I'm trying to do it more and more now because I'm always on the move. So I will do more videos live, more fights live. All right. What made me happy is that there was a lot of people that said in the comments that they're not watching the fight. They didn't have the luxury like me to actually sit here and just throw on whatever app I want to watch the fight. So they were there to listen to my commentary in order to know what's happening in the fight. That made me feel good. That made me feel really good to hear that and read that. There was a bunch of people there that's like they're not watching the fight. They're just listening to my commentary. They could be watching. There's so many other channels out there that's doing live videos. There's Counter Punch Boxing. There's Showbiz. Showbiz do crazy numbers on these live videos. They could be watching them. Yeah, they're sitting here watching me. Appreciate that. All right. Anyway, Joshua, what I want, if you have to take care of your mandatories, you know, I think you can't get around a Pulev fight. I don't think you can get around that. I think you would have to do it. Pulev backed out before. Maybe you could get him to step aside money, but I want a unification. I want undisputed. I want him to fight the winner of Fury and Wilder. Hopefully this year. If it can't be done this year, then we might have to wait to 2021. But what I want is that. But I want you to hold on to your belts. So if you have to fight Pulev, if you have to fight Usyk, do what you gotta do. You know, but work on yourself. Keep that weight down and work and master your style. You look like a new fighter tonight. This is the best I've seen you. No matter what anybody says, that is the best. That is the best Anthony Joshua I've ever seen. Ever. All right? So keep working on that. And shout out to the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the old subscribers. You know, and moving forward, Wilder and Fury is next. Wilder and Fury is next. And, you know, are we going to get Fury on points or Wilder by knockout? One or the other. No more draws. The next one's not going to be another draw. They're going to make a decision. Which one are we going to get? And after that, let's get the real fight. Let's get to see who's the real best. Who's the real king. Let's get that. All right. I'm going to Jamal Charlo fight tonight. If anybody sees me, approach me. I'm always cool. I'm cool. I'll be in section 24. So I'll be at the fight. I got to support my guys. Even though, you know, not a fan of this fight. Not a fan of some of the moves that's been made with Jamal. I do want to fight him to fight Andrade. But I'm going to support those dudes. Those are my guys. So I'm going to support them anyway. I'm going to the fight. So, you know, if you guys see me at the fight tonight, I'm there. Say what's up. All right. I'll be there. All right. So, I think that's it. I think I want to congratulate to AJ Ruiz. You can bounce back. You know, I like Ruiz. So he's always going to be a name. And I said in the other video, I said, yo, that would be great to see Ruiz fighting Luis Ortiz, all right, or Ruiz against Kanaski, you know, in Brooklyn, something crazy. That would be great. Ruiz got a following. He got that Mexican fan base. You good. You good. You always got people that come out. You are a top cash cow now, even with defeat. Cut that weight down, get yourself back together, and maybe you'll get your third fight against Joshua. All right, or against Wilder or Fury or whoever. All right, you never know. All right, I think that's it. I gotta head out because I gotta go to the fight. It's already 6 o'clock. Pre-fight starting, and bringing my little niece to the fight. She always watch my videos, so I'm gonna take her to the fight. Let her see her first fight for her first time, and we out of here. All right, peace.